take her or leave her, I guess.
I've been racing horses since I could piss up a rope.
That's a mighty strong flow coming out of her. She got to get upside down and go piss up.
Yeah.
That's pretty powerful. Like a damn fire hydrant.
Whoa, hold the fucking gator. You want to go skinny dipping?
Skinny dipping.
You ain't wondering what I said now, are you?
No, we got a whole fence to fix.
Fence ain't going nowhere. Come on, baby, let's get naked.
Oh, God.
I'm telling you, man, I'm not gonna be fooled again. I'm gonna make sure that it's one time almost every time.
Did you hear me?
Yeah. I don't know if they picked that up yet.
I was egging you on to push it.
Yeah. I hope maybe it picked it up. I don't know. We'll find out later, that's for sure.
God, I hope so.
But once again, we just won't quit. So welcome to another episode of the Itchy Sweater Podcast. We are your humble servants, Jim Hall and Carl Bismarck.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah, it's good to have you.
It's good to have you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I was talking to the audience, but it's good to have you too.
But it's good to have me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It is also good to have you. But also to the people who are listening, you look good.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
I'm listening to you, so I'm one of them.
You're beautiful. You are gorgeous. You are a wonderful soul.
You too.
And you deserve nothing but good and all the love and all the goodness in your life. Welcome to Itchy Sweater. And today we are back on that tier list.
Ooh.
We back on being the authority.
Tier list, baby.
The only voice that matters.
Only one.
When it comes to whatever topic we may be discussing.
Can't tell us otherwise.
That's right. And today is a very special day.
Because
yes.
Season 5?
I believe so.
4. We should have looked at it before we started.
It's either 5 or 4. I think it's 5. Yeah, we're real fans.
Yeah, we suck.
Love the show here. We absolutely love the show. You can tell.
The Season 5. Okay, yeah, we're right.
Cool, got it. Season 5.
Season 5 of Yellowstone.
Season 5 of Yellowstone is premiering tonight.
Oh man,
me and Kyle are big fans.
I just cannot believe it.
Yep.
I can't. You know, I actually didn't realize.
What's that?
It's actually been 5 seasons.
Yeah.
I'm very surprised. Well, no, I'm not, because the show is just so amazing.
Mm-hmm. And I picked it up kind of late. Episode or season 3 is when I picked up on it, and I just binged the entire. All 3 seasons up until that point, I binged them all.
And I want to say that's one of the things that me and you became friends over.
Yeah.
Was because of that.
Right.
We're like, oh, Yellowstone. I'm like, you watch Yellowstone? You go, yeah, I watch Yellowstone. Like, oh my God, instant connection.
Mm-hmm. And we've been best friends ever since.
And that's how Itchy Sweater was created.
Yep. We kept talking about stuff. We're like, this could be a podcast. And then it's podcast. So that's why we say podcast at the end of every episode.
Nice.
And but yeah, we have a Yellowstone character tier list. There's a couple of honorable mentions that are not on this list that we will mention. But this is we got a pretty good set of characters here.
Yeah, I feel like I should have just went ahead and tried to make one, but then you got to go in and download all the pictures.
Yeah,
I'm just not about that.
Yeah, let's just keep it simple.
I think that's why the honorable mention thing will be a good idea at the end, because then we can be like, oh, what about that character that did this?
For sure.
Or,
yeah.
Oh, remember when they did that? And I mean, there's characters that died very first episode.
Yeah.
Of the very first season. And you're like, oh, what about that guy? Oh, well, he died 5 minutes in.
Yeah.
I mean.
Some people just don't really matter.
Yeah.
Or not that they don't matter, but
they don't matter.
Not the biggest.
No, they really don't
part
matter.
of. There are definitely some people who don't matter. In my opinion, but
there's just people on here you absolutely just do not like either. So.
Not at all. Okay. So as we do, because we are in America, we're gonna start left to right from first to end. And first up, we got good old Beth Dutton.
Firecracker. She definitely is, man. She's nuts.
Yeah, no doubt.
In the first season, I'm didn't expect them to show her chest
Yeah.
when she was all drunk because of her.
We've seen her almost completely nude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane. Like
Yeah.
Taylor Sheridan, hats off to you. I mean, but
Yeah, and this is on network television.
exactly.
It's cable, but still.
But still. Beth, definitely a main character. She provides a lot of funny stuff.
Yeah,
She's definitely a badass.
for sure.
Uh,
I still don't really like her because I feel like she.
I don't think you're supposed to, though.
Well, yeah, but you're still supposed to like feel for her because she's
Yeah.
had all these moments where you're like, where we know why she can't have a kid and stuff like that. Spoilers, by the way, if you haven't.
How dare you?
If you're watching this and you haven't seen at least the first 3 seasons, you probably shouldn't be listening to this
Yeah.
tier list. But
Disclaimer.
yeah, but we know why she can't have children and all that stuff, and it's like I feel for her in some ways, but she is way too angry.
She's a pissed off teenager that's on her period a lot.
Yeah, it just seems like it's like, why are you always mad at the world?
She hates everything.
Yeah,
Now, I feel like half the time she's also drunk,
yeah,
which whatever, but I still do think she gives that certain like break from the male character that they need in the show.
yeah,
I mean, there's other girls on this list too, but she definitely I still feel she definitely needed to be in the show.
Oh yeah, I think she's definitely a good character. I also kind of don't like how she hyper analyzes people as if she doesn't have her own bullcrap to deal with. But she knows that at least. So that's fine. With all of the things I don't like about her, I would put her an A.
I'm fine with A. Yeah. I was gonna say A.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say she's a super main character that needs to be there. Everything revolves around her. Like,
Yeah.
yes, she's important, obviously.
For sure. Like if she died, that would be
it would be pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But she's definitely not a character that's like, let's just kill her in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Next we got good old Colby.
Colby. This
Colby's
is
my guy,
actually one
man.
of my favorite characters. I feel like
why? Tell me why, Derek. Is it because he's black?
it's definitely because he's black.
Damn it, I knew it.
We need representation. More black cowboys.
You know what? He's one of my favorites too.
Yeah. He's a good comedic break.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Him and Ryan
Yes.
are just the two
They
that
have, like,
you
this
need that
bromance.
friendship.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Uh,
They're really. It's like that good transition into a different scene. So like if you just got done with a serious scene,
Yes.
or whatever the case may
they're
be,
the comedic relief.
yeah, you can come back to the bunkhouse, and then you got Colby and Ryan
the
always
bunkhouse.
just goofing off doing something they shouldn't be doing.
The drunk bunkhouse is the best.
yeah,
It is so good.
Yeah,
Now, as a character of importance, I wouldn't say he's A tier.
he's not. No, he's not. He's not important.
They're both not.
Yeah, again, most of the people in the bunkhouse, if they were killed, there would be repercussions.
Oh yeah.
But he's not heavily important to the show, which kind of sucks. I get why.
Yeah.
You can't have too many people with
No.
heavy importance, and they definitely have enough. I get that. I wish he had a bigger role, but he's a great character.
Well, and that's the thing is, season 5, we don't know shit yet.
We don't know.
You never know if he's going to be the next person to step up.
Yeah.
Because we know that Jimmy left.
Yeah,
Jimmy's in Texas now.
yeah.
So Colby could be the next Jimmy, and
A smarter
him
version.
and again, spoiler alert.
Yeah,
Okay, 3 seconds is good. Him and Tater,
yeah,
I mean, that's a great relationship to watch
for sure.
because you can't understand her. And
Not at
he's
all.
got that, can't understand you. Nobody knows what the hell you're saying.
Yeah, and they have like their little romance going on.
So we never know.
Yeah,
But importance-wise, I could go B.
I'll put him in B.
I could go B.
Yeah, that's fine. Now, next up, we have Dan. Dan Jenkins.
Jenkins. I was trying to figure out what his last name was.
Yeah.
Dan Jenkins.
Good
Dan
old Dan.
Jenkins was the, okay, we said this in the beginning.
Yeah.
Antagonist?
Yes.
Antagonist. Dan Jenkins was the antagonist in season 1.
All the way through
2?
2, I think.
He dies in 2, right?
I'm pretty sure he died in 2.
Spoiler. We should just name this episode Spoiler Alert.
Oh, this is big time spoilers. Like we're gonna tell the entire show.
We better say something.
Oh yeah, this is definitely spoiler territory. This entire tier list.
Dan Jenkins was definitely the intro into your villain.
Yeah, he was like the first main baddie.
Trying to bring the city life to Montana.
Yes.
He was, I would say he was pretty important.
Definitely.
Especially, like I said, he was the one that got everything started. The reason why the Duttons are having issues with their land. Mm-hmm. I think he's very important.
He's extremely important.
I would put him, honestly, no, go ahead. What you were going to say? Sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say how he also had a hero arc near the end. Because then they all kind of teamed up together.
Oh, that's right. The 3 of them.
Yeah, they're trying to like defend the property because he was getting screwed over by a bigger corporation. And
by the Beck brothers.
Yeah, and he was like, okay, like I need to, I'm not getting anything out of this either. I might as well protect what's mine.
Exactly.
Because Montana is my home, and I need to defend it. He also lost his wife.
His wife. Because his wife was screwing Beth's original assistant.
Yeah.
That's who it was.
Beth basically threw him on her.
Yeah.
And got her drunk. And it was
He
a
wa-
loveless marriage. I'm not happy.
watched-
I'm not. You're boring. You're boring,
You're boring.
Dan.
I remember that.
So, yeah.
She's like, fine, if you're not going to, what'd she say?
I think she wanted to have like sex on the
She's like,
couch.
if you're not going to fuck me, I'll go do it myself.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Yeah.
And he didn't even blink.
No. But he was like a real like steely type guy.
Yes.
And I like that he threw a lot of the crap he got back at him.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah.
I would put him in A.
I'm putting him in A.
He just the main reason.
Yeah.
He is the main reason.
Yeah.
Tater. Good old Tater.
Yep. Apparently Fort Worth, where she's from.
What does she say? Do I look like a pear, you skunk bitch? She's another, like how Ryan and Colby are. She's another comedic relief. Take her or leave her, I guess.
I've been racing horses since I could piss up a rope.
That's a mighty strong flow coming out of her. She got to get upside down and go piss up.
Yeah.
That's pretty powerful. Like a damn fire hydrant. Love her.
Oh yeah, great.
Absolutely love her.
Absolutely well done.
I love how in the beginning when they bring her in, she's always trying to screw Colby.
Yeah, the entire ever since they met.
You want to go skinny dipping in the river?
Yeah.
No.
She's been trying to jump his bones.
It's been
ever since.
Great.
And apparently did.
Yeah, finally did.
Yeah, like they're a thing now.
Yep. And so she's definitely, man, she's a good character. She's not important. Like we said with the bunkhouse people.
Again, she's another bunkhouse person.
Yeah.
So it's like she's a great character. Again, if she died, obviously there would be some blowback.
It would suck.
And Colby would, I'm sure, lose his mind.
Remember the whole thing about kicking her off the ranch?
Yeah.
When they ended that episode, I was like, they better frickin' not. And I remember seeing things on Twitter going, if you guys kick Tater off, we riot. And I want to say that's the reason that they brought her back.
Well, she had that big speech at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and I don't think they were going to get rid of her in the writing place. I'm pretty sure it was written that she was going to have her little comeback.
Yeah.
Because it seems like everybody who could leave doesn't. I mean, how many times has Walker been either fired or left?
3 or 4 at least.
So, yeah. So I think, I think a lot of the people on this list are going to be there unless they just meet their demise. So, yeah, I'll put her with Kobe. I'll put her in B.
Yeah. I think.
Oops.
Whoa. Let's see. I think she can Yeah, she could be either B or C. I mean, I wouldn't say she's as important as Colby, but now that her and Colby are in a relationship, you're going to be seeing a lot more of her.
Yeah.
So I see her in B with him.
Absolutely.
So that makes sense.
Next up, we got Jamie.
Oh, Jamie
Good
himself.
old-
What was he? Remember, he got kicked off. He was going to run for governor.
Yeah.
He's not the livestock commissioner. He's the thingy-bobber. Damn.
I just thought he was just always the family's lawyer.
No. Remember, he... Okay, talk about Jamie. I'll figure it out. Just freaking...
All right. I'm going to put him in S.
Okay, explain why.
All right. I'm putting Jamie in S because he is one of the most complex characters. He has been going through this back and forth battle on whether or not he wants to follow his own path or follow the path that basically his family, mainly his dad, has laid out for him. And he's continually fighting this whole, if I'm not with the family, then that means I'm against the family. If I'm with the family, that means everybody's against me. Doors opened up for me, doors closed for me either way. Mm-hmm. And now that he has a kid. And
oh, that's right, he does have a kid. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that woman who was running with him.
Montana State Attorney General. That's what he is right now.
Oh, okay, so basically a lawyer.
That's what he is. Yeah, he's a big time lawyer for the state of Montana, basically. Yes.
But yeah, I feel like now he has even more to fight for, and now he has more of a personal reason with his kid now, and this woman who's probably going to be even a bigger part of the story than she was before.
I hate her.
I think she's gonna be. I don't really like her either.
I hate her.
But I think it's gonna be very interesting seeing what happens, especially after what happened in season 4 at the end. He killed his father.
Yep. She did a very good job of me wanting to hate her.
Yeah.
I did not like her at all. I wish she was the woman in the kayak. Mm-hmm. I do not like her. And when they brought her back in season 4, I was pissed. I was like, you brought back the worst character. This is like your... Not exactly like your same reason for Tate and Monica.
Not
which
at
we'll get
all.
Into. But I could not believe that they actually brought her back.
Yeah.
Now, when they did the whole thing with her and his real dad...
Yeah.
Trying to get him to go against John, they did a great job of that.
A great job, yeah.
Obviously, they were like, you need to do what you need to do. You know, you are who you are, blah, 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 this and that. But I hated her. Couldn't stand her.
I don't mind her.
Now, Jamie, Jamie being Jamie, I don't know if you could have done this show without him.
Yeah.
You definitely needed that legal representation. You wanted to find out, okay, they're in this pickle. How are they going to get out of it? Oh, here in comes Jamie with
legal loopholes.
Of things and starts naming them all. I mean, even the Casey Gunn situation.
Yeah.
So, yes, he's definitely important.
You have that legal muscle.
I don't know how it would work if they would have killed him.
I think they would have had bigger problems.
Yeah.
Because even with Beth, she's still not as smart as Jamie when it comes to legal.
When it comes to legal,
she
exactly.
tried it and she's just not that good.
Yes.
So they really do need him. And why while he may not necessarily be like the most important in terms of if he does die, that still leaves a big hole in the family that they will not be able to fill.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be like there's super blowback if he does die, but for the family, they'll be just completely without representation.
So my wish for him this new season, I want him to get his balls.
Oh, me too.
I don't want him to turn on the family, but I want him to be like, enough is enough, Beth, you stupid bitch.
Yes.
You're in your place.
I really want him to correct her.
He
hardcore.
is too much of a pussy in the show.
Yeah.
It's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
He is. I don't...
But that's why I like his woman. Because she keeps reminding him that, hey, this is what you can do. This is the power you have.
Yeah.
You have a kid now. You need to, like, do something about that.
Well, and here's the problem though: is now at the end of 4? Whose body was it? I can't remember whose body it was. He drags that body off, and Beth has a picture of him doing it.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, how much
that
of
cop, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
How much can he stand up for himself now, knowing that that's there?
Yeah.
So it kind of killed it for me.
Yeah.
But then again, I really do hope, hey, Beth, listen, you little shit. I'm with the family. Don't care what happened to you years ago. Kiss my ass.
Yeah.
Lawyered.
One of them, my big take as far as when it comes to him, I think they're gonna kill him because they won't.
Really?
Because they won't kill Beth. I think they're gonna kill him.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Because he's gonna be put in a situation where
you think that's gonna be when they're like, okay, we need to end the show.
No.
Although I don't like that then.
See, I think it's gonna be near the end.
The end of the whole thing.
Yes.
Okay. That I'm okay with, but if they want to do it, like if they kill him this season and they plan on doing like 3 more seasons, I'm not okay with it.
Yeah.
I don't.
I like Jamie. I think he's a very like I said. That's why I put him in S.
Yeah.
But
they're definitely
it's gonna have to be a great reason, and that cliffhanger is gonna have to be amazing.
Oh,
for me to like go, okay, I guess I can continue.
Don't talk about cliffhangers. That gives me PTSD.
Yeah, those cliffhangers are nuts. But
season 3 to season 4 was
goodness,
the worst.
That was
how long did we wait? Over a year? A year and a half?
Because of the stupid Olympics.
Everybody's going to be watching the Olympics. No, everybody's going to be watching
Yellowstone. Nobody cares.
You're stupid.
It's a completely different time slot. Well, it's not a different time slot, but people who are going to watch are going to watch.
Yeah.
And if people who want to record the Olympics want to record the Olympics, then that's what they're going to do. Or they're going to record your show.
Just don't put it on Paramount.
Yeah, your ratings are fine.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's a whole different story.
Yeah, Jamie definitely, I get that. Jamie's S tier.
But next we got Jimmy.
Oh, crackhead, Jimmy Crackcorn.
I
love Jimmy.
I like Jimmy for comedic reasons, and I like that he's gotten smarter and he knows what he's doing.
I like the new Jimmy.
Yeah.
The Texas Jimmy.
I don't like the fact that he is in Texas. Because now we got to flip back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
That makes me wonder if they're going to do a separate show.
Which I really hate. If you do, what? Were we going to watch him just shoveling horse crap every day? Like, what is a separate show with Jimmy entail? There's nothing.
I want to say either that doesn't happen. They're just like they did last season.
Yeah.
Where back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I can see that happening, but I can see them being like, hey, you need to go to Yellowstone. And she's like, I'll come with you. And they go back to the Yellowstone for some certain reason. They're smarter than we are with it. So I could see it happening.
Yeah.
Maybe midway through.
Maybe.
But I don't know.
Yeah, because
he seems like too much of an important character to be doing that too. I'd put him above the bunkhouse people.
Yeah, me too. I put him in A.
Yeah.
Because I think he is more important than them in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like I feel like you got a real problem with the whole in Texas thing. I like that he's got his girl now and they're leaving and he's gonna start this better life in Texas. But we're gonna have to keep flipping back and forth like he was like we were before.
4.
So it's like I feel like you said, he's got to come back. Something's gonna bring him back.
I didn't mind him going back and forth between Texas and there. I liked seeing what he was doing.
Yeah.
I also loved the part where she basically made him give the horse an enema and oh no, it wasn't that. He had to jerk the horse off. That's what it was.
And I just got a great idea.
What?
I know how you bring Jimmy back to Yellowstone.
How?
Kill the ex.
Kill the ex? Who? Mia?
Yeah.
Why?
If you kill her, he has a reason to come back. Because it's not that he doesn't like her anymore. He just found somebody new. He found a better alternative. He found a better woman for himself. She's still broken up about it. If you kill Mia, he comes back and he says, I gotta finish this. I gotta be the one to pull the trigger. I have to avenge Mia. I am justice. I am the knight. I am Batman. And that's how you.
Oh, so Jimmy's now Batman, ladies and gentlemen.
That's how you get Jimmy back.
My problem with that is, I don't think she's going to be there this season.
Probably not.
Probably not. She definitely was a cool girlfriend to have on the show.
Yeah.
I wish they would have kept her
Barrel Bunny.
with him. Mm-hmm. But
I feel like that would have been better.
But I'm also okay with bringing the Texas girl to Montana. Mm-hmm. But yes, I see Jimmy coming back.
Yeah, me too.
I don't see it flip-flopping the whole season.
Yeah.
Next is John.
Next is the man himself, John Dutton.
Big Daddy.
Yeah. I'm glad to just
Daddykins.
do it now because it has to be done.
Yep.
S-tier.
What's the show without him?
Honestly, what is it?
Kevin Costner is the reason
Yeah.
people are watching a show. They see a big name. Oh, Kevin Costner. We all know that.
Yep.
Everybody knows Kevin Costner. Well, I don't know about everybody. A lot of people know who Kevin Costner is.
Yeah.
And that was one of the main reasons I was like, oh, let's watch this.
They killed this man like 4 times in the show.
He's unstoppable. He cannot be killed or stopped. Cancer, fuck that.
Yep.
Bullets, no way. Stabbings, lacerations,
Yep.
getting hung.
His daughter.
Well, I don't know his hung, but his daughter? Bro.
Remember his daughter killed his wife.
If he hasn't had a heart attack from her,
Uh-huh.
he ain't gonna die.
No, he's fine.
Do I see the show going on without him?
No. I don't.
No. See, unfortunately, I could.
I don't at
Maybe one season? But that's my thing.
Yeah.
Like Sons of Anarchy, how they did the one, was it one episode after Jax's death? Something like that? Or
Did
is
they?
it or no, they didn't.
That was when he died, that was it.
Okay, so never mind. That's what I wish they would have done is what it was.
Oh, okay. Just to see like the aftermath.
Let's see what happens after. I could see them doing, hey, I'm the governor now. I'm going to make the rules. Bam, I died, assassination. Now my kids got to carry on. We see them go through the whole season, getting out of the whole funk that they're in, and it ends. I'm cool with that. I like those stories. Will it happen? Probably not.
Probably not. I think Taylor is going to take in. Funny enough, when you bring up Sons of Anarchy, Taylor was also part of that show. He was one of the cops. Remember, he was the young cop who was going to take over.
Oh, the dude in the Bronco.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
right.
So I think he's actually going to probably take a page out of that book, and then as soon as John dies, that's the end of the show. If he does die. Unless we get like a cowboy ending where John is like, I'm gonna take a little walk, where he takes a walk on the horse and he just kind of falls over.
Falls over, exactly.
Yeah.
I could see that. But I would think that the show would die with Casey, not him. Casey being like Jax. He's the guy that has to step up next. You know he's going to run that ranch.
Yeah.
Or, him or Rip.
But that's why I think. Well, that's why I think we won't. If he does continue the show, it will be with Casey.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. I don't know about that.
Yeah. I think there's different ways you can go, but I don't see him dying soon.
Yeah.
I also don't know how many seasons they were planning on doing with this. Lord can only hope they do 8 to 10.
Mm-hmm. And Jax was basically the main character in Sons of Anarchy. In this show, Casey is not the main character.
I would split it between him and John. I wouldn't say there is a main character. It's about a family.
Yeah.
But if I was to put 2 people there, I would say John or Casey. I wouldn't say it's Beth's show or Rip's show
Beth
or
actually
Jimmy's
gets more,
show.
Beth sometimes gets more screen time than Casey does.
I will agree with that.
But usually it's with Rip.
But I do not think that she is the main character.
Yeah.
I mean, you could split it between the 3 of them by all means.
Honestly, you could either put it between Rip or Casey. Because Rip is also kind of that... Remember when John kind of took him in as a son?
Yeah,
because you had that. I don't think he's going to take over. I think Casey's going to be the one.
Yeah,
especially with Casey stepping up.
Yes,
but there's still that conflict between him and Rip. They fought it out.
Yeah, but they kind of got over it.
It's still there though.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
And Rip is way more of a hothead than Casey is. Mm-hmm. Like Rip will go off it like that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean.
Yeah. Speaking of Casey, just go to the top.
Yeah.
Just like we said. Okay, yep. You couldn't do it without him.
Yeah.
I love the one thing I loved about what they did with the show was the fact that they had John, Beth, Jamie, and Lee all living at the ranch, this giant ranch, thousands of millions of billions of whatever, trillions of acres, however big that place is.
Yeah.
With all this, you know, cars, trucks, side-by-sides, horses, mules, all this cool stuff.
All the technology.
Then you got the not really the bastard, but the black sheep of the family. The bastard.
You got this bastard.
he's a real asshole. The black sheep of the family who is out living on the Indian reservation, roughing it, trying to make his way. And when I mean roughing it, like really roughing it.
Oh, yeah.
Like they don't got nothing.
Yeah.
He had that crappy truck.
He's on a reservation.
They had that mobile home.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked pretty decent inside, but
yeah,
he had a whole family that hated him.
Yeah.
Because he was with Monica, or he is with Monica, sorry. No spoiler alert there. I don't know anything else.
Yeah.
But I love that they did that with the show. And they brought him in because he was the outsider and he wanted to go into the military and all that and defy his dad and didn't want to take over.
Right.
I thought that was awesome. And then they finally show his true colors. How badass is Casey? Well, you see him in the first episode be a badass.
Yeah.
The rest of the time, hit and miss here or there. Very first 2 episodes. Shoot, we just go with the first episode of season 4.
Yeah.
Casey's, oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
I had goosebumps the first probably 30 minutes of that show.
Yeah.
He's a badass. He needs to be in there. He needs to take over. I mean, he might give it to Rip and go back to the Indian reservation for all I know. But he needs to be there.
Oh, for sure.
Now, their other brother, who's not even on this freaking list, I'm just going to honorably mention him now, Lee.
He was on the show for all of an hour.
But, shoot, maybe 45 minutes, something like that?
Yeah.
Literally dies the first episode, and then...
Wild.
And then season 4, he has that mystical journey thing and sees him. And I mean, I guess I can see why they did it, but I don't know. I think Casey needs to be there, though.
I think it would have been cool to see Lee still there.
At least showing
obviously
him.
They didn't write anything else for him, but I think it would have been cool to see like how much of a part of the show he would have been.
At least showing him how to do the job.
Yeah.
I don't mind that John is showing him or Rip showing him how to do the job. It's fine. It's good. It's his father-son moment.
Yeah.
It's a badass to a slightly less badass guy showing him how to do it. Like, it's cool. It's fine. It works. But if the son would have shown Casey, it'd have been way better.
Yeah. And we had a bonding moment, and his death would have made even more of an impact.
Now, if they would have done that death later on, I'd have been fine with it.
It would have made more of an impact.
But they did it
because
first episode
that's
1
what I'm saying.
of very
like,
season 1.
Nobody cared.
Exactly.
Because like we didn't grow
we didn't know
with this character.
Yeah.
We just knew he was part of the family.
Exactly.
We didn't.
We
like,
had 30 to 50 minutes of
they basically
time with him, and they killed him.
They just used him as a plot device.
Yes.
But yeah, if Casey is not on the show, it's a different show.
Yeah.
It's definitely not. I don't even know what the show would be without him.
I've seen him in other movies, and it's not the same. It's so weird.
He plays a lot of the same character, though, in a way. He plays a lot of cowboy movies.
He was in Magnificent Seven, the remake.
Yep.
Very good.
Yeah. Played basically kind of the same guy.
Oh, I think I've told you this before. Speaking of Lee lives in Austin.
Yes, you told me.
Because for some reason, I think they shouted him out during the freeze. They were like, glad to see so-and-so's okay.
Yeah.
And it was tagged Austin, Texas.
Yep.
Freaking cool. He lives down the road, so.
Next up, we got Lloyd.
Old man Withers.
I really like Lloyd, even though he is really emotional. He gets weird with girls.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's a big thing for him.
She wasn't anything either. I can't even remember what her name is. The little blondie. She wasn't
who
nothing.
went with Walker.
But I don't know. What's her name? Laramie, the other barrel racer.
Yeah.
She wasn't nothing. and then he gets all crazy over that. I don't know. Maybe he jumps Mia's bones now and gets all about that, and then Jimmy comes back and kills him or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, I've just, made an idea for you, Taylor, but I don't know if you're going to take it for me or if you'll ever hear this. But
Lloyd's always like the cool one. He's like your old wise uncle who tells you all the secrets. And,
yes.
Slips you a 20. So tell yourself go buy something nice.
Yes. I love the seeing, because you learn how much of him and Rip have of a relationship when they do the flashbacks.
Yeah.
And Rip's, just getting to the bunkhouse, and all these guys are giving him shit, and then comes Lloyd and beats their ass, and he's like, "Go home, kid. Go do your job."
Yeah.
Like he's got a good heart.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely a good character. Could we do without him?
Yeah.
Probably.
Definitely.
It
It would suck, but you definitely
would suck,
could.
yeah. But it is a good show. I thought he was gonna die last season.
I did too.
I really did. I thought he was gonna kill Walker. I thought he was gonna die. I just didn't know what was gonna go on. But I'm glad they kept him around to keep him in season 4 and now that I know of season 5.
Yeah.
As importance though, I mean, yeah, B.
Yeah, put him in B.
I'm kind of torn on B and
Between
C.
B and A.
I don't know about A. Well, hold on.
Well, that's the thing. You could probably put him in C.
But he's got that special bond, like I just said, with Rip too, and it shows them
Yeah,
growing together.
that's
Maybe
what
he
I'm
is
kinda just
important.
like-
I don't know.
Yeah.
This isn't an easy tier list, by all means.
Yeah.
Nah, just leave him.
I'll just leave him B.
Because he's definitely good. At that point, no, because Jimmy's got more.
I know, that's the thing.
I'll leave him there.
I keep looking at who's in A, and I'm like,
Well, even in A, it's like those guys. Well, he died, but no, it's fine.
Yeah, I think he's okay where he is. Next we got one of the
Is it
brothers.
Malcolm?
What's his name?
Malcolm
I think
Beck?
It was Malcolm.
Malcolm Beck. Malcolm Beck. It is Malcolm Beck.
Okay.
Neil McDonough.
Something like that.
McDonough. I
Yeah.
don't know.
He's a popular actor.
Yeah, I definitely could have done without him.
I think he was the best bad character.
Yes.
So
So
far that this
actually
show has
being
had.
bad, like,
Yeah.
what's Dan? Hey, that worked.
Yeah,
Damn and Dan.
Yeah.
Dan was a good villain.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't meant to be a villain, though. He was just a guy that got caught up in a situation with a family that, really,
Yep.
I was thinking B.
Because he, as a villain, is better than he is. I'm putting him on the important as like as how evil he was, as how evil he was, even though he wasn't like trying to be really. He was worse. He was a way more bad.
Well, that's what I was saying. Is
Yeah.
Dan Jenkins wasn't really a bad guy. He was just a
Yeah.
guy that had an investment in an idea that was brought to a family that.
Yeah. As like a menacing character,
Yeah,
I feel like he's
he's the best bad guy
the
there was.
best
so
bad
far.
guy that they have had.
Rourke is just behind him.
Yeah.
I would say Rourke is just behind him. But again, Rourke's not on the list, so whoever made this list, I hate you.
Rourke's death was stupid, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah, just wait for that part. Mia. I liked Mia.
I like Mia. She was a bit of a jerk to Jimmy when he got hurt.
Yes.
But
yes, she wanted him to quit Yellowstone, and she wanted him to go, which, I mean, any, girlfriend or wife or potential whatever lover is going to want what's best for you, but
in my opinion, she's C. She just doesn't matter.
she does. I can see that.
Yeah.
I would actually put Jimmy's fiance there too if she was on here.
Yeah,
She don't matter.
Yeah,
You could
yeah.
do the show without her.
definitely.
Now, if she was just some girl that They honestly could have just had her at the rodeo and just be like, yeah, you're cute, and they slept together and go both different ways. I could have been fine with that.
Yeah.
They tried to get us to be attached to her, and if they would have kept her around, by all means, she probably would have been
fine. Yeah.
a B character at that point. But she's not. I mean, what are they going to do with her now?
I have no idea.
They literally spent a whole season. I can't remember how many times she was in season 4, but it wasn't many.
No.
There was the fight at the end.
Yeah, basically just to bug Jimmy.
Yeah, and then there was like, if somebody was on the phone, is that Jimmy? Is that Jimmy?
All right. She was just in the bunkhouse
She
hanging
was
out.
like 2 or 3 times. Yeah, she was just hanging out there.
And that's one of the reasons why John. Remember when he went to clean house? Mm-hmm. Like because he got her out and Laramie out, and he wanted to get rid of Teeter, and he wanted to get them all out of there.
Yep.
He was like, they don't do anything.
Yep. Her and Laramie literally do nothing for that place.
They do nothing.
Like, I'm sorry, they're great characters to have. Well, no.
No,
Let me
they're
take it
not.
back. Hold on.
That's the problem.
Mia is a good character to have at that place.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. Okay.
She's a good character. This is why.
All right.
Pre-Jimmy's fiance, she was a great person to have there because it was Jimmy's love. Other than that, like you said, what did they do there? They didn't go up to summer camp or do anything. They rode, but I don't think Yellowstone sponsored them, so by all means, if you're going to do barrel racing, go do barrel racing, but you don't mean anything to Yellowstone. So
I did kind of like how she gave Jimmy that talk, though, when he branded himself.
Yeah.
She was like, that's what they do to cattle.
Yeah.
Like, to show that they own, that's what they own.
Yeah, exactly.
So
they know where to go back to.
Yeah. I did kind of like that talk. I was like, ooh, that's a good point.
She was a smart character. She's a great character to have, but now she just means nothing.
Yeah. She's just not, she doesn't matter.
And you know what? I hate that.
I think she probably had to go off and do a show.
I hate that. Yeah. I hate that she's not going to be his fiance or whatever.
I actually like her more than the Texas girl.
I do too.
Yeah.
I like the Texas girl, but they led you along the whole time to be thinking that they were going to be together.
Yeah, and they just end up not.
Exactly.
And then she ends up as just a crying mess on the ground. And they're like,
but you know what they could do?
What?
Jimmy could realize something like Cartel invades the 4-6s and he has to go back, and oh no, she got shot on the way out, so then he throws her over to the train station just to get her body out of here for some reason, or goes and buries her, and then she feels bad for him, she's still there, and then they fall in love.
Maybe so.
I don't know. I mean, it sounds good.
Like
I don't know.
Again, I think that's how you get Jimmy back to the Yellowstone, is you involve Mia.
I feel like it's going to be that way.
Yeah.
Maybe she gets a hold of somebody to kill her, and then Jimmy has to kill Mia.
Oh, damn.
Ooh, plot twist, baby.
That'd be wild.
Oh, wait.
Wait, were you?
Plot twist.
The least intimidating plot twist music.
Oh, here's your favorite person. Or one of them.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. S tier, baby.
Absolutely.
S tier.
Loathe this character.
You know you want to put her in S.
Characters. I'm about to just do it now.
Do it. Put her in S. Put her
in D. If there was an F, she'd be on there too. If there was a Z, she'd be on that. Whatever the lowest number is.
Go
that's
ahead.
where I freaking put Monica.
Go ahead and let the people know how much you hate her.
Monica's awful. Monica is the worst character next to another one that I will mention on this show. She does nothing but yell Tate and yell Casey's name the entire time. She does nothing.
Tate!
She is awful. She does nothing but complain and whine and gaslight Casey and not let Tate do anything. The worst character. She's such an awful character.
I don't have as much hate for her as you do. Mm-hmm. But I don't like that she's this... Which I understand the whole indigenous thing, the whole indigenous people, stop taking our people, all that stuff. Like, I get it. I get it. Like, I get the thing. But as for the show, I don't like that she's this progressive Indian girl who's, oh, you're a white man, and do you know what your ancestors did years ago, and this and that, and oh, Casey, you're just getting everything handed to you at the ranch. You need to do your own thing and start your own ranch. And
but that's only stupid though, because she's not consistent.
I don't like that. I don't like her for that.
The only reason that's dumb is because she's not consistent.
Yeah,
she didn't start that way.
No,
She was never that way, and she keeps going back and forth to being this indigenous person, but also being with Casey, and
Yes.
then trying to understand that, and then
Yes.
trying to fight that because she's with the other indigenous people, and then going back to the regular life with Casey and Tate, where she doesn't talk about that at all.
Exactly.
And it's just like, what do you want to do?
And then let me help these women that are getting raped and go get somebody shot. And then they actually, there's a scene where they were talking about like doing it again. Mm-hmm. Oh, she's supposed to go do that again, but they don't do it again.
Yeah.
So where you're all over the place.
She's such a non-character. Like
she's a great actress. She's good looking. She's probably a great person. But her character,
as an actress, she's fine. That's
Yeah.
why I
Actress.
dislike actress. She's fine. That's why I dislike the other character that we're going to talk about more than I dislike her. But she's still awful.
yeah. I think
As an actress, she does her job very
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
As a character, she sucks.
I think. Could they have done the show without her? Mm-hmm. And they could have done it with her in a different way and not mentioned her so much.
If she's in this show, nothing changes. If she's out of this show, nothing changes. She is such a non-factor.
You know what she... Okay, I'm going to go back to Sons of Anarchy. You know who she reminds me of?
Who?
Tara.
Tara meant more than Monica
She
ever
did.
has.
She did. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. But I see it the same way. And if she dies, he goes nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be
That's his
cool.
wife.
That'd be great. I'd love to watch that.
Yeah.
But remember, he's also got that other Indian chick in the back pocket.
He doesn't love her, though.
No, he doesn't love her. But if Monica were to, get shot in the head or something,
Yeah.
you know,
And then,
We'd be
yeah,
fine.
but sure, but you also have that stupid thing because he also has a son named Tate, and he's gonna have a problem with it, and it's gonna be a big.
why don't you just go ahead and just do that
so
one now?
annoying.
Just
Let me
do
talk
it.
about Tate real quick. This stupid little kid. I absolutely hate everything about this character. Everything about this character. Not only is he more annoying now, but he actually forgot how to act. The
Yeah.
older he got, he forgot how to act.
Yeah. He's very dry.
What happened?
Very dry.
You got worse.
when he all the way up to like the summer camp stuff.
God, yeah.
I didn't mind him as much. But I see what you
Not
meant.
as much.
He gets to this, like he starts growing up and he's this little shit. This little
He's just so
dry
monotone.
shithead. Yes.
And just dry and like he
Oh,
he has
I
this
would like to
one-
have some cereal, Grandpa. Do you want to go
1,000
fishing,
yard
Grandpa?
stare, like he's been in war, and he's like shell shocked, and he has nothing behind his eye. Like there's no brain there. It's like I'm looking at a gecko. Just nothing. There's nothing up there. Like just dead eyes.
Oh, I mean, he's also got that, or maybe he's supposed to look that way because he got taken, and I don't know if
Well,
he
that's
got raped
bad
or
character
anything
writing.
like that. But
Well, then you should have killed him.
God damn,
Just an
Kill the
absolute-
kid!
just absolute.
finish him.
Oh my god! Because now he's just annoying. He used to be there and he used to be kind of serviceable. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I get he's like a kid and they're trying to bring him up and give him like this cowboy influence. Now he's just annoying. That's all he
Yeah.
is. He shows up and he's there to give me a headache. That's all he does. And it's even worse now because he just forgot how to act. Like, it's like what happened?
So Tate, Monica, straight to D tier.
The worst characters.
Just get out of here.
And Tate's worse, but moving on.
my boy, Mo.
Good old Mo.
Know
I like Mo.
Hey,
I
you know
like
what?
Mo a lot.
Shout out to Mo.
Shout out to Mo.
Hey Mo. Hey, how you doing there, Mo?
We're talking about a different Mo, but back to the show's Mo.
I know about you too, Mo. Don't think I don't know about you. I know you. I'm coming for you. Oh wait, no, it's not that one.
Yes, he does.
Oh wait, yeah, it is her. I don't know. Anyways,
Oh my god. But anyway,
Mo the character.
Mo the character. Now Mo is consistent on his values. He's consistent on his principles, his beliefs, and
Yeah.
he is an absolute assassin.
Could you do without him in the show? Could he not be there? Could the show carry on without him?
I think
it
for
could.
sure. He sure he could. He's
So he's definitely not S or A.
Yeah, like he is this. What's his name again?
Oh, Chief Rainwater.
Yeah, he's his assistant.
Joseph something.
Joseph
I don't
Rainwater?
know what I think it's.
I think it's Joseph Rainwater.
Oh, we're such great fans.
I know, right? We love the show. Trust us.
That's what we
And
talk about.
there's just so many characters to remember. But he's like his assistant / bodyguard.
Yeah.
And you could have the reason I don't think you could have Rainwater without Mo.
It's Thomas.
Oh, Thomas Rainwater.
Sorry.
Yeah, we're great
Wrong
fans.
guy.
I think the reason you need Rainwater to have him. What we do?
You know what his full name is?
What is it?
Moses brings plenty. What the fuck?
Well, he is Native American, so that's probably his.
I'm sorry, but it's
native,
hilarious.
Brings plenty. Yeah.
Oh, yes. That is just amazing. I never knew that. Oh, how funny. Okay. Anyways, I would put
But again, you can't if Rainwater isn't there, you don't need him, and if he's there, you need Rainwater. They both need each other.
I'd put him in B.
Me too.
Because he is Rainwater's bunkhouse version. He's a character that's there that helps him. Could he not be there? Of course.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. He's
Yeah.
his right hand man.
Exactly.
If Rainwater is not there, you don't need him.
Yeah.
So, as long as he exists, as long as Rainwater exists, Mo has to be there.
Yeah.
Because if Mo's gone, then Rainwater has no muscle. He has no one to really back him up.
I think at that point, if that happened, I think it would be Casey. I think Casey would go back him up. Something just, I don't know.
I mean, I feel like they definitely have more of a connection because of Monica, but I don't really see why Casey would care.
I mean, he's worked with him, and I guess he tries to help him out with the finding people and all that. I just think he would be the best person to replace him, other than an actor that we have no idea of that hasn't been brought to the show.
Yeah, but I think if Rainwater goes, then he leaves.
Yeah. Definitely would.
And the only reason Casey would get involved is if Monica had something to say.
Monica.
So that's the only reason I think Casey would even get involved.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, then Tate would have to come along.
I'm actually curious. I want to know where you're gonna put this next one.
Well, next up we got Rip Wheeler.
I want to know where you think he goes.
I think he's right in S.
Where you think so?
Absolutely.
Okay. I think he's got more of an impact on this show than Beth does.
Absolutely. That's why I'm putting him in S.
Rip is the son that John didn't have.
Basically, yeah.
I don't know.
Well, John had two sons.
He had three.
Yeah, he basically replaced Lee.
I don't know if it would be like Lee's replacement, but he's a son that's not actually his son, and he gets along with the most.
He basically, because John took him in as a kid, and he basically became his son in a way by proxy.
Rip's badass.
Also marrying Beth. Yeah.
I don't think we could do the show without him.
No, absolutely not.
He's the lead ranch hand.
Yeah, I like Rip.
Rip is a great.
Sometimes he does some stupid things, but I do like him.
Easiest costume for Halloween, by the way.
Yeah, super easy. For some people, that's just how they dress.
Yeah. Great character though.
Oh yeah,
I love
Rip. Yeah, but
Yeah,
great. Just a phenomenal character. He definitely belongs in S.
My favorite scene with him is probably when he breaks into Beth's office when those guys are about to kill him or kill her.
Oh yeah, when he goes psycho
and just demolishes these guys,
yeah,
and the next day they're like, "Yeah, you'd have to throw something pretty hard through these windows to get them to break like this." And she goes, "Yeah, I know, and he throws some dude straight through it, like his head through it.
Yeah.
Dude is just insane.
Oh, yeah.
But
when it comes to Beth, he just goes...
Oh, he goes ham.
Yeah.
He don't care.
There's nothing stopping him. So, yeah, but his importance, I think, is definitely S tier.
Oh, definitely.
But
Yeah.
now we have the guy we also referenced back when we were talking about Mo. We have Rainwater.
Moses. Oh, sorry. The rainwater. The water we can't collect because it's illegal. Do you know that?
I do know that, and
It's crazy.
I break the law every time it rains.
It's crazy.
You think I care about the... You think something that falls from the sky has legal bearing?
Right?
You think you're going to tell me, as an American taxpaying citizen,
Me.
that the water that falls from the sky
Yes.
is illegal to collect?
Yes.
I laugh in your face. Try to enforce that. I'm gonna go outside when it rains. I'm gonna collect the water and I'm gonna bring it back in my house.
What are you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna do whatever I want with it because it falls from the sky. It has no legal bearing on it. You think try to enforce that?
How stupid.
Any law enforcement officer listening to this podcast right now,
Explain it.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Come to my apartment and arrest me for collecting rainwater.
I want to know the real reason behind that. Like, really, you can't collect it? Like, that is the stupidest
no reason.
thing. There's none.
I'm gonna collect all the rainwater now.
Okay.
I'm gonna collect all the rain. I'm gonna keep buckets,
Buckets.
open buckets of rainwater.
We're getting off topic.
But anyway,
Oh goodness. Yeah.
illegal to collect rainwater.
Mr. Gil Birmingham.
Until you can shove that law. He goes right next to his buddy. Well, yes.
Oh.
I'm struggling between B and C for this character.
I'm actually struggling between A and B. And the only reason I would put him in A is if Dan Jenkins wasn't there and it was his idea.
That's a good idea. That's a good point.
So at some point he's an what was the word? Antagonist?
Yes.
He was an antagonist at one point.
Mm-hmm. Now he's kind of just in limbo.
Yeah.
He's still not really
But
an ally.
I think he's more important than the people in B because
no, for sure.
Besides the antagonist thing, he also controls, like, he's the leader of the land, like the Indian reservation. Like, that is his people. Mm-hmm. He's got this big plot of land, and he wants stuff, and he's a very important person.
He wants to give the land back to his people.
In the indigenous community? Is that the right word to use?
Yes.
Okay, in the indigenous community. He's this high-ranking official.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely is way more important than, anybody in B. But
for sure. But yeah, he's still kind of an antagonist, even though right now he's kind of in limbo. Like, he's not really like attacking or being aggressive about it. And him and John still kind of have a bit of a truce, in a way. But all it takes is something to pop off. Because he helped Casey too.
Yep.
So
I was really thinking in season 2,
and of course Monaco was a part of it. But yes, continue.
Anyway. That fan has not stopped spinning. Have you noticed that?
Oh yes, it's just like that,
dude. I keep thinking it's off. Like, you just turned it off, and it's just slowly going around.
Yeah.
Anyways, the season 2, I kind of thought that he would have been the main antagonist, and they would have been like, okay, Cowboys versus Indians, you know.
For a while it was,
but that first episode, it was definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was going to get more intense from there.
I did too.
I mean, you could have brought Dan Jenkins in on the second season if that was the case.
Yeah.
Why not make John and Rainwater go against each other in the first season? Bring in Dan Jenkins.
Yeah.
Then bring in Bex. Then bring in Rourke. I mean, do I need to come write this show?
Well, I think no.
What's the problem here, guys?
I think they just had other ideas with getting into the whole cattle ranching and horse trading and horse racing and all this other type of stuff with the other characters too. I think you definitely could have made a modern Cowboys and Indians type of thing. I think that would have been great.
I think it might have been better.
Probably so.
I think so.
But you have other characters with other complex ideas, and they're getting into other things and like the business of actual like being a cowboy.
Yeah.
So I get why it's not that. I think it would have been really good if it was that. But yeah, he's definitely, I think, A tier, especially with the points you brought up. And he is kind of the yin to John's yang. They kind of need each other, but they also kind of slightly hate each other.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's like a balance they have. So, yeah. Well, final character before we get into our honorable mentions. One of my favorite characters, actually, Walker.
You only like him because you like his music.
Well, yeah, sure.
Ryan,
But I think he's
bam.
He's also a really good character too. I like that he's
Bam.
I like that he's always like messing with Rip,
Bam.
and he's always challenging anybody because he knows
Bam.
he actually knows what he's doing,
Bam.
and he's actually really good.
I love his last name.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's
yeah,
a
definitely
weary cowboy. He's plays his music. He's always fighting life.
He definitely tested Rip a lot.
Yeah, big time. Especially with messing with Beth
with Beth
a couple times, which he actually didn't even go for. Beth did that.
Didn't they make out or something? Did they?
Did they?
I don't think they had sex.
I think they did kiss. I think that was about
I think they
it.
kissed. Yeah.
But yeah,
He
is always. And again, it was Beth's fault that Rip even got mad. It wasn't even it wasn't even Walker's fault. But I just really like his character. But,
I'm gonna agree with you. I really like his character. You could have actually put him in A, if anything. Now, I mean, significance-wise to the show, yes, we could have done without him.
Yeah.
But they were also at some point where it was like, okay, we need to bring people in for help. What are we gonna do? And then, bam, go to the prison. There's a cowboy.
Yeah.
He's
automatically didn't like Rip.
Yeah.
Like the moment they met, they always had those tension.
He him and Jimmy. I would pay to have a show just him and Jimmy. It's damn Jimmy, you sure are retarded.
He just kept insulting him.
It's just hilarious against Jimmy the whole time.
Yeah.
I would love to see that.
And Jimmy like thinking he was way too big for his britches and trying to challenge Walker. And Walker knows what he's doing.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Great character. Actually does all of his own singing because he's he's a singer outside of the show. But I don't really see him being in the show much longer.
I don't either. And that makes me sad.
Maybe this season, or if there's a following season, which has to be because they haven't said final season yet. But
yeah, I see him possibly.
I'm saying the next two seasons.
I think he either goes away or he dies in this season.
Well, because now that we're done with the tier list, here's my thing.
Yeah,
where do you go from here? John's governor. He's going to make the rules. So, who are we fighting at this point?
Rainwater.
Exactly. So maybe the Cowboys Indian thing comes now.
Maybe. Because they don't really have any...
Because remember that they had that lawsuit against that company with that one very hot Indian lady I thought was hot.
Well, that's what's going to happen. She's going to become a big part of this next season, I think. Because...
You think her and Mo go at it? Like she becomes Rainwater's right hand instead of Mo, and Mo gets pissed?
No, because she's like a Jamie.
Okay.
So yeah,
I can see that.
Because Mo's like a Rip, and
yeah,
and she's she's the legal side of things.
Yeah.
So I think she pushes things more. I think she might even start talking to Monica about her relationship with the enemy, being with Casey. So I think that's kind of where that goes.
So yeah, honorable mentions. Who you got? Who do you think?
We got Ryan.
We're gonna go Ryan first?
Yeah, Ryan, who's basically like Kobe's BFF.
Yes. Ryan, what the heck was his last name? I don't know. Ian Bowen's the guy that plays him, but Ryan definitely was a character that, like you said, his Colby's BFF definitely needed him in the bunkhouse. He was also a comedy relief. I liked him as a character. He's a very good character. Why am I looking at that? There we go. Do with him, do without him. He would have been in B for me.
Yeah, I agree with that.
What are you thinking? I see you looking at the same list.
Want to talk about the governor?
Oh, Lynn or Lynette, Linnell.
Linnell. Yeah, the governor Linnell.
Wendy Moniz.
Yeah. Does she? I mean. She's kind of like like a slight love interest for John. They had like a little thing.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know
now?
if she really. Well, she's still.
Well, he's the governor.
But then I think that's where Jamie comes in still again. Because Jamie's still kind of fighting.
You think her and Jamie go at it?
Not sexually, no.
She, I feel like she was kind of important. I wouldn't put her above B.
No.
She was, how do I put this? She was John's way of calming down.
Yeah.
In a way. Definitely a good character to have, but she wasn't in there very often.
Yeah, not at all, really.
But I mean, there definitely was a love interest there. She would definitely be B.
Here's somebody.
Who?
Carolyn Warner.
Who the hell is that?
That old lady.
Ew.
I thought she was going to be better.
No.
Well, I thought she was going to be a bigger part of it because of her problem with the land. Like she was having these land issues.
Oh,
with the
just her
with
picture makes me gag.
with the protest people. I thought she was going to be like like someone who was actually going to take on Beth and possibly win. I thought she was going to be like a big problem for Beth.
Yeah.
And she didn't. Beth just like bought out the company or whatever. And I was just like, well, okay, that was anticlimactic.
She hired Beth to work with her.
Yeah. I was like, okay, well, that was stupid. Like, she didn't really matter.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I thought that was going to be a problem.
She definitely would have been a D character because it could have just been somebody. They could have just said the person of this company has bought you or.
Yeah.
I didn't really care
and they
for
rolled her out like she was going to be something.
Yeah.
And she wasn't at all.
Your lady you love, her name is Christina. It's not even his wife, it's his girlfriend.
Oh yeah, Christina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's definitely someone.
I think she's gonna be more important, obviously.
Jamie, for Jamie, I could probably put her in A because she was very significant for him. Excuse me.
Yeah, for where he is right now,
and
obviously having his kid.
Yeah, and helping him with his political run.
Yeah,
like trying to do all that. So I could just her character. Yeah, I could put her in.
And
A.
I think she's definitely gonna have a bigger part in this season.
Here's one. Will Patton, Garrett Randall.
Oh yeah, Jamie's dad.
Jamie's dad. That was cool. Knowing now they could have just not done a. I could see the show doing it without him being adopted.
Yeah, I think that drove his kind of his motivation though.
Yes.
Because he's like, oh, this isn't even really my real family.
Yeah,
yeah.
I could see them doing it without him, but it was cool to see that they went that angle and they said, okay, I'm fighting for a guy who's not even my real dad, but took care of me my whole life and got me to where I am. So I respect him, but I hate him at the same time.
Yeah, because he didn't tell me the truth.
But his dad was a dad. What did he do? He killed his mom.
Yeah, they were both addicts, and they
Yeah.
he. I can't remember the specifics. It was a real short story, but yeah, he's a bad guy. Was a bad guy.
Rourke, the person that I've talked about.
Yeah,
Rourke definitely. Oh, and we can talk about his death now.
Yeah.
Rourke was a good. He would have been the second villain behind Beck. He definitely had angry motives towards the Duttons. Wanted to buy that land.
Wanted to make a landing strip or airport.
Yeah,
I think wanted to make an airport on
an airport and a ski lodge or something like that.
Yeah, when it turns like a museum.
Definitely was going to screw the Duttons from the whole season. No, whole season 3.
Pretty much.
Into season 4.
Yeah. I had the worst death.
It
was so bad. Rip just throws a rattlesnake at him, and it just lets it bite his face, and it was so stupid.
I honestly thought they were going to go further with it.
I thought they were going to, like, torture him.
I thought, okay, he's the one that set up for all this stuff to happen to the family.
I thought they were going to take him to the train station.
They could have drug it out. They're looking for him, but oh no, here comes Rip with a rattlesnake in a lunchbox. And is this yours? Is this yours, you son of a bitch? Yeah. Here's the snake.
He just throws it at him. It was like that's how you kill him, really?
That was the worst death. It was like, really? That's it?
Whoever was in charge of writing that and whoever approved it, both of you are fired.
Taylor Sheridan probably
Taylor should quit.
Yeah. I mean, you made a hell of a show, but damn it, you made a horrible decision.
That was awful.
I don't know. He was a good character, but
Yeah. Maybe Bob Shorts. Who isn't really a thing now.
Bob really wasn't much. Jake was more than him.
Yeah.
Avery, the other Indian girl.
Yeah.
She was the oh my gosh.
She was a stripper.
I know that. She was the Teeter before Teeter.
Yeah.
And
a little bit more calm and
yeah, calm and collected, except
She-
spraying bear mace in
Yeah.
people's face. But
the weird thing was she just ran when Jimmy got attacked.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like when they drove off, she just like left.
I
It was like,
didn't.
this ain't for me or something.
Well, and
Like,
did you notice that they started kind of getting closer?
Yeah.
This was before Mia.
Yeah.
They started getting a little close.
And
like,
she
hey,
just
and then-
leaves.
I didn't like that.
It was really
Whoever
weird.
wrote that part too,
Yeah.
definitely.
Like, can we
goodbye.
have some type of resolution here?
Yeah.
She just takes
a
off.
reason? Can they meet up instead of her and Casey
Yeah.
at their ranch? Could Casey have taken Jamie to the ranch? I'm not Jamie. Damn it. I'm thinking Jefferson. Jimmy,
Jimmy,
Jefferson, oh, Jesus Christ.
a lot of J's.
Could Casey take Jimmy when they went to go get the horses,
Mm-hmm.
and then been like, "Oh, by the way, I knew you before," and then her and Jimmy be like, "Hey, what the hell, you left?"
Yeah.
I don't know. That definitely was another part that irritated me.
Yeah, I didn't really care for that at all.
But I think that's about. Oh, you know what? No, there's one more. There's definitely one more person I would put on here.
Jake?
Jake, yes, Jake for sure, but it wasn't Jake.
Yeah.
It was the guys that Rourke hired, the cowboys that Rourke hired.
Oh, yeah, the
old guy that
old
used
family.
to work for John.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, but I would have loved.
That was a good resolve, and that was a good little conflict, too.
Yeah, and they were there for the whole season.
Yeah, because they were like a
So,
real problem.
Old cowboy.
It's
Damn,
it's
what
go-
was
it's
his
gonna
name?
Take years.
I can't remember. What
Yeah,
it
it's
is,
just like
but
that
yeah.
whole family. I can't
If
remember
you're
who
if
it
you're a
was, but
fan
yeah.
of Yellowstone, you know who it is. He gets the Y cut out of his chest.
Mm-hmm. John said, "I'm gonna take what's mine."
Yeah,
They,
he
like,
said,
string
"Come,
him up and
come
take
get
that.
it."
Yeah.
Him and his boy died. Yeah, I would have put him. I would have put him in before. No,
I probably would put him in A.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because he was a main villain.
Mm-hmm.
So why not? It would go Beck, Rourke, the cowboy, Dan, then Rainwater. That's who it would have gone. But I mean, he was a pretty significant part of
I
that
would
season.
put Rainwater before Dan. I think Dan would have been last in that case.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
But I mean, definitely should have been on there. But you
Yeah.
know, these people don't make tier lists like we know. So
Yeah. They probably couldn't find him, just like we couldn't really find him. What were the guys' names again? They couldn't. They forgot to look it up. But so the list is complete, and here we got in S tier. We got Jamie, John, Casey, and Rip, and the A we got Beth. What was his name again? Dan.
Dan
Yeah,
Jenkins.
Jeez. Jimmy, and Beck, and Rainwater. And B, we got Colby, Teeter, Lloyd, Mo, and Walker. In C, by our lonesome, we got Mia.
Poor girl.
And then D, very worthy,
Derek's favorite characters.
worthy
ever.
D
Of any show.
characters. Frickin' Monica and Tate.
What kind of name is Tate? I'm just
What
starting to
kind
think about
of
that.
what kind of character is Tate? How about that? But thanks for listening once again to Itchy Sweater. Listening / watching if you're on YouTube.
Yes, we do have these episodes coming on YouTube now.
Yep, they are currently being uploaded by yours truly, Carl Bismarck.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And
I'm doing my very best to get them out there.
he's doing a great job.
If you guys don't mind, I know you might be subscribed on Spotify or Apple Music or whatever you're on. It would help if you liked and subscribed on YouTube as well. Even if you don't listen to them on there, it would help.
Oh yeah.
By all means,
Just
you
spread
don't
the
have
word.
to. Just spread the word. Yeah, it's easier to share on there, anyways. I mean, people watch YouTube videos every single day.
There you go.
But we are putting them on there. They're not live. Quit asking me. they're not going to be live for quite some time. We're trying to
Yeah.
get through the first year doing this and then see where we go from there.
Right.
But yes, Apple, Spotify,
Google.
YouTube, and our
Anchor.
friends Anchor.
Yep. They sponsored the show.
Shout out Anchor again.
Shout out to Anchor. But yeah, just if you like us, then like us, and
Spread the word.
Let us know how you feeling. But yeah,
We
thanks again
we're
listening.
also updating Facebook.
Yep, we got our
and
Facebook
Twitter.
up, and we got our Twitter up.
If you guys have anything you want to send to us, by all means, message us. Tell us what you want to hear. We're always asking people things that they would like to hear on a podcast, so let us know.
All right, podcast.
Podcast.
Fusion go.